to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you would pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi.
Is this just fine?
Hi. No. You name it.
Oh my god. I was out for fucking Halloween and the white man started singing that to me at the bar. It was one of those things that was clearly racially charged, but if I had made us think about it, like I would have been looked at like I was crazy. I was at the gay bars and this man, I don't know how we got on the topic of that conversation, but all of a sudden he started going beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes. Like, yeah, that's you guys' song, right?
You guys?
I was like, no.
The Thanksgiving that dropped was just...
What a time for the world. We were just in a more peaceful place.
Man,
Yeah.
things were just like the level of whimsy. And like Trump had just got, what you call it, but we knew it was going to be bad, but we couldn't have fathomed.
We couldn't have foresaw
how bad shit got.
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll release this on Thanksgiving. Actually,
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, a little Thanksgiving treat.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Give you something to distract yourselves from your family.
Literally, you peel them potatoes and smash and snap them
smush and for you chitlin eating motherfuckers. You know people eat chitlins on Thanksgiving? That's so crazy to me.
My nana used to make chitlins.
I am the most anti-chitlin person you will ever meet in your life. That's just taking shit too goddamn far. Literally. You taking shit too goddamn far, you eat motherfucking chitlin. Now, there's no need to be eating no chitlins.
So you would not try a chitlin?
I
can smell the chitlins. As we say, keep on saying chitlin, I can smell them.
I don't want no fucking chitlins. And it's not even, because I feel like, I don't like how people talk about chitlins in that like anti-black tone where it's
we
like.
Ain't slaves no
we ain't
more.
slaves no more. That's not what I mean. As a slave, I wouldn't have eaten a chitlin. I'll just be hungry.
You gonna eat them chitlins.
I'm just gonna.
You was gonna eat
Give
them
me my
chitlins.
grits and my corn pone and whatever else they have allotted for us. But if it's chitlin night, I'm not eating no fucking chitlin. I'm not eating no fucking chitlin, bro. And I'm not even saying it like I'm just.
Hey there, Albertine. What's for dinner tonight? Well, it's chitlin night. Oh, never mind then.
Body would have been so tea if all we had was chitlins, because I'm not eating that shit, bitch. I swear.
You ain't gonna eat the snout either? Give that pig ear some sauce?
I'll eat a little snout.
Yeah, sauce with the pig ear. Do y'all do that? Where you from?
I mean, my people from Mississippi, they used to make all kinds of shit. You ever
They
had
have sauce?
Probably.
Pork sauce?
Probably.
It's a staple in South Florida.
I know I'm not eating no chitlin. Now, you could really put a bowl of anything besides, like, I don't eat, what do they call it? The Latino people, is it menudo or whatever it's called?
Tripe.
Tripe, and I don't eat that. But anything that's not like intestines, I'll probably eat it.
Brains? You eat brains?
No, I'm not eating anybody's brain. I don't think
They cook cow brain, don't it?
I want a fucking cow brain. I didn't even know
cows are dumb. If I'm gonna eat a brain, I'd probably eat like dolphin brain.
Cows are just big dogs.
Yeah,
They're just big
dolphin
puppies.
brain probably the best brain. If you must.
You said what?
Dolphin brain. If I had to eat an animal brain, I probably want to eat the smartest animal's brain, which is dolphin. Would it make me smarter?
Dolphins are rapists.
Well, yes, because they're smart enough to know how to rape.
I don't think the rape is intertwined with the intelligence. I think they are rapists.
But aren't they all kind of rapey, the animals?
No, dolphins rape for fun.
That I know.
Yeah, they're not doing dolphins rape for rape. I'm sorry to say rape so many times. My God, trigger warning. But they're doing the big R for the thrill. It's intimidation.
I think it is tied to the intelligence. Because like most animals are like sex, reproduction, not even attraction. Mm-hmm. I was watching a TikTok last night of this
I'm so sorry for saying big R like that so many times. My God, sorry.
Yes.
I did it. I chastised myself.
My finger was so ashy.
Man.
My hands are naturally very dry. Like they do this naturally.
I got old lady hands. I'm really actually fucking sick of it.
But anyway, so I was watching a TikTok from a man who's like a sheep herder or some shit, and he let out all the boy sheeps and he painted their bellies red so he can know who he mounted. So like 10 of the girl sheeps had red backs because they were mounted by the red bottomed sheep. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine?
The thing about
it, undergrad.
The thing about it is, it's human men ain't really no better.
They're not.
So I'm sitting here thinking like, couldn't be me, but
how long did that take him? One afternoon? Because like animals are just like, oh, dick. Like, the girls not even having fun for real. Now, them lions be fucking, though. Now, the lions, I've seen some lions fucking.
The big cats be doing, I'm convinced, when I watch National Geographic, them big cats be fucking for fun.
Yeah.
They having it.
And I mean, them girls be.
They be. I'm like, oh, bitch, excuse me, Miss Big Kitty.
Meow,
meow,
big
meow.
pussy legit.
Her pussy got some power. We over here having a time. Excuse me. They called you a zoophile on the internet. That bitch said, this hoe is a pervert. She said, the bitch fucks dogs. Oh,
And
God.
I made it. It's a kind of fun little game with me and my followers of me just calling people and things and animals and items fine. And it's just funny to me. Like, it genuinely just tickles me. It's a level of trolling for me. And it's like, I'm half joking, but it's funny. And I said it out loud in Safe Space on Tubi. I should watch. And I said Scooby-Doo was fine. And I honestly forgot I said it. Like, Kev was texting me weeks ago like, oh my God, you were so funny in Safe Space. I was like, I don't know what I said on that show. So, sure. Mm-hmm. And for me saying Scooby-Doo is fine, and somebody like called that comment out, shout out to Hollywood. And I was like, Scooby-Doo is fine. And I posted a picture of CGI Scooby-Doo because he was kind of cute in that picture. And I wasn't even talking about 2D Scooby-Doo. I was talking about the 3D one from the movie.
I mean, I'm not calling you a zoophile, but I don't find the closest dog that I would say it was kind of cute and he wasn't was Bradley Uppercrust III from.
But that's the thing; those are the anthropomorphic dogs. They're supposed to look kind of human.
That's what I'm saying. But like, just like a full dog, a dog, no.
So anyway, so I made that tweet and it got out of my neighborhood as tweets usually do. Mm-hmm. And someone was like, "Zoophiles need to just leave their perversions."
Bitch called you a deviant.
So I'm just participating in bestiality. It'd be different if I posted a real dog, Scooby-Doo.
I think that the internet is just devoid of like nuance, and also just like when something is clearly like
a joke.
Silly. And then I know I don't even think you saw this because you would have said something. When you made that tweet, I retweeted it and I said, every day you tweet something that takes us further and further from God's light. And some bitch gonna retweet it talking about something. Oh my God, I know. She just needs so much attention. Hold on, ho. Hey, bitch, you wait right there.
Who said that?
Some bitch. I don't know. I blocked her.
Hold on.
If you go to my page where I retweeted, I said, I literally was like, hold on, ho, wait right there. And I blocked that bitch because it's like, I'm kikiing with my friend. I don't come over here being weird. I'm surprised you didn't see that.
She just requires too much attention for real. What?
Yeah, I said, oh, yikes. This is not, well, this ain't that, baby.
I did not see this. Yeah, because I was out doing shit. Like, what?
I said, oh, no. But anyway, we're supposed to get right into the topic.
Oh, and she's blocked. She's already blocked.
Oh, so that was probably why.
People be so, well, why wouldn't I block you when you're an asshole? That's so funny.
Yeah. But we're supposed to get right into the topic because we yapped the last time.
And then I yapped too much in the middle, so I was like, oh, now we're
she's a break yapper. I'm a break yapper too.
Yeah.
But are we doing what we've been watching on TV? Or are we doing Thanksgiving?
The booty hole is, so this is the Thanksgiving episode. We're so thankful.
Just wanna thank
Fuck the pilgrims, but we are thankful. I'm just trying, what is your favorite Thanksgiving memory?
My favorite Thanksgiving memory?
Yeah, something fun.
I don't know if I have a favorite Thanksgiving memory. I will say the funniest part of just kind of like growing up in a like cook and clean and wash everything ass family is like when Thanksgiving dinner started being transferred over to me.
Mm-hmm. The transfer of power.
The transfer of kind of like power. And I'm so naive that I didn't even realize it was happening. Because like the way that I learned to cook, my mom used to like, you know, as a side hustle, like sell pies and shit. Mm-hmm. And she, my mom didn't necessarily fully teach me how to cook. My great grandmother in Mississippi, I told you this last night. She, my cousins used to be playing outside and shit, and I was never really an outside kid and like to be outside.
I'm trying to see if the girl was talking shit, so that's what. Don't mind me.
Oh no, I know who you are. Missed it. So when I used to be coming in and out of the house, because Mississippi is a heavy hot. Mississippi is a pressed down on your shoulders, kind of hot. So after a while, I don't want to be outside no more.
Yeah.
So my great grandma, rest her soul, she would be like, hey, either you gonna stay inside or you gonna, stay outside, but stop coming in here or leave. Whatever you're gonna do
Stay.
it. So I would choose to stay in the house because it was cooler in the house. And so I would sit with her while she cooked or whatever. And I'd be like, are you gonna teach me how to cook? And she'd be like, you sitting here, ain't it? Watch how to cook. So that's how I learned how to cook. My mom would teach me how to make stuff that made her life a little easier. So when she was like selling pies and stuff, or she would make pies for coworkers, she would have me peel the apples and cut the apples and shit like that. And eventually she would just keep adding steps, and I knew how to make pies. So that ended up being my job, was like making apple pies, and I learned how to make potatoes and french fries and all this shit. So as I got older and we would prepare holiday dinners, I remember the year that she taught me how to make dressing. She was just like, go make the dressing. And I was like, well, no. Because I don't know how. And she's like, my mom, if you don't know how to do something, she will just tell you you know how to do it until you figure it out. So she'd be like yesterday we was making the gravy. My mom would be like, Melanie, make the gravy. Just make it. And you'd be like, I'm asking you how to do it. I don't know how. You know how to make that gravy. You know how to do it. So the year, I might have been like 15 when she was like, go in there and make that dressing. And I'm like, I don't know how to make cornbread dressing. And she's like, you know how to make cornbread dressing. And I'm like, I don't. And she's like, well, do it. Because the dressing depends on what you figure out here. So do it. And I'm like,
and if it's nasty, that's your ass.
And if it's nasty, that's you. And I'm like, so the dressing for Thanksgiving depends on me.
A child.
So I made the dressing and I mostly did it right. And she's like, this is pretty good. You did great. This is what you did wrong. Do better next time. So next time we have a holiday meal, she's like, make the dressing, which now I know how to do it. And she'd be like, make the macaroni and cheese. And I'm like, because macaroni and cheese to me is Beyonce. That is Thanksgiving's Beyonce. I don't give a damn about that turkey, Cornish hen, whatever the fuck. Macaroni and cheese. She'd be like, make the macaroni and cheese. I'm like, hey, no. And she's like, make it. And I'm like, okay. That's 16-year-old, 17-year-old, those two Thanksgivings. She sat down. She have her wine. And she'd be like, you got it. Do it. And I don't think she's made a full Thanksgiving meal. Only thing she still makes is greens. For real, for real. She's not made a Thanksgiving meal in over a decade.
Because you in there learning shit.
Because she'll just be like, make it. I remember last Christmas, because you know how you'll have like a meal just because all the family is in town, but it's not like the main meal. It's just like y'all gonna have like a night or whatever.
Like a welcome.
She texted me. She was like, hey, I'm going to the store. You're going to be making the taco soup for, Christmas Eve. And I'll text her. I'm like, who said I knew how to make taco soup? She's like, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be great. Thanks.
Yummy.
Oh.
Well.
Okay. But the Thanksgiving, I would say this is maybe like 2019 Thanksgiving where I started using the fucking butter injector under the skin. That's when shit got serious.
Under the turkey?
Because me and my mom, we make Cornish hens for Thanksgiving. We don't really make turkey.
You eat the Tonys?
No, I make my own butter and put it in a thing.
Question.
That shit is delicious. Super delicious.
That butter be so fucking good.
I learned something on TikTok, though, that I'm going to use this year if I make Thanksgiving dinner. This guy on TikTok, he's saying the reason that your skin don't be as crispy on, like, meats and shit, especially, like, poultry, is because it's too moist. So not only does he put the shit in the refrigerator to dry out the skin, he puts a battery-operated fan right next to the meat in the refrigerator to suck all the moisture out. So when you cook it, the skin is as crispy as possible.
Huh.
And I said, well, I'll be goddamn. So now I got to get a refrigerator fan.
Is it a specific fan or is it
it's
the
just
fan
a fan?
we're using?
It's just a battery-operated fan that he puts in there to dry out the meat because he does it with his steaks, too. So when he gets the sear on the steak, it's extra crunchy. Because the reason that your steaks don't be searing right is because they too wet.
Yeah.
Like how I feel like if you burned wet skin, like it'll just be like mushy skin. It wouldn't be crispy. So it's the same thing with the steak. It got to be a little dry. Yeah. So I'm going to get me a refrigerator fan. Something about that seems unsanitary, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Sucking up the raw minerals and molecules and bacteria floating around, goddamn, and then regurgitating it back out. Now the whole refrigerator contaminated now.
I think he also might be a rich person, so I think he might have a meat fridge.
And that is above my pay grade.
Yes.
Because what? Okay, my favorite Thanksgiving memory. I have several. I come from a Black Friday shopping family. So my coming of age moment was the year I was allowed to go Black Friday shopping. Like, so we would go to Thanksgiving at my auntie house in Miramar. And that's how I knew capitalism had gone too far. I didn't know it was capitalism at the time. But when they started creeping up the Black Friday sales from like 5 a.m. to like midnight to like 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving, I'm like, people can't even sit down with their families no more.
Because we got to go punch people in the face
for flat screens.
iPods.
No, literally.
Yeah.
So I remember that Thanksgiving, like, it would be fun. Because, like, before, when I wasn't old enough to go, me and my dad would spend the day together, and that would be, like, our little thing. We would go to the movies. So we would saw Cat in the Hat and The Incredibles and Yours, Mine, and Ours was the last one we saw. Damn, that was 20 years ago. Yours, Mine, and Ours was the last movie we saw together. And the next year, 2006, I was old enough to go. And I was 12. And I remember Monique being so mad that I was able to go at 12 because she had to wait for until 13 or 14. And I'm just like, girl, enough. Like, I had to, if I didn't follow the exact age she did a thing, it was like a whole
Because what
shenanigan.
the hell? I get it. What the fuck?
But my timeline is different because I skipped a grade. And then that was our last year. We were about to move. So it was our last year doing it in Miami anyway. So it was just like, my mom was like, just let the baby go to fucking Black Friday shopping. Goddamn. You know? And I was so excited. We went. The sun wasn't up yet. And my mom, I was like, okay. I was like, I have ideas. Okay, thank you guys so much for having me for Black Friday this year. Like, I have a few notes. Like, I think we should bring, this is before, like, iPads and shit. So I was like, we should bring the DVD player for the car. Like the car DVD player so we can like watch movies while we wait in line at 4 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't cold, so it wasn't like we had to be, warm and shit. So I was really, really excited about that. And then once my dad passed, we like completely shifted how we did holidays for real. Cause we would like travel and then we would go to, what did we do in 2009 for Thanksgiving? I don't remember. Maybe we did have it here. But anyway, we started traveling on Thanksgiving. And we would, like, the first year he passed, we went to Savannah. And then we started doing, then we went to New York when Monique was there for her internship. Then we started going to Orlando. My mom would get a big timeshare. That was cute. And my family from Miami would come and we would meet them in Orlando. And we'd, like, have a whole thing. It was like a whole little shenanigan. And that was really cute. I missed that. I wanted to bring that back.
You should.
We're going to the Classic next weekend. I don't know if we're going to the game or not, but we are going to the Classic. So that should be fun. Well, not next weekend. It would be done past, but wait a minute. Do you know this episode is not going to air on Thanksgiving?
Why is it not going to air on Thanksgiving?
Next week is not fucking Thanksgiving.
No, the one we just did is going to be this week.
Next week, we're both fucking slow.
Well, shit, bitch. Listen to it whenever you listen to it. I don't fucking know.
This is going to come out on the 14th. Next week is the 21st, and that's not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's on the 28th, bitch.
Well, hell. Shit. I don't fucking know. I'm tired. I don't know. Fuck Thanksgiving. Fuck Christopher Columbus. Happy Indigenous Peoples Week. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Unless y'all want to just take a break.
We take a little break. Because bitch be tired.
No episode next week.
Does this month have a lot of weeks in it or something?
It's only the 10th, baby. It does have.
Oh, brother. I feel like it's been November for a year. I'm exhausted.
It's November 10th.
Oh,
1,
fuck.
2, 3. It's just 4 weeks as usual.
I remember Black Friday shopping, I do want to say, with my aunt and my Gigi. And I don't know if anybody from Detroit listens to this podcast and remembers Value City, the store. But Value City used to have a hellified Black Friday shopping experience. And I remember going in there and being so stressed out. I don't like crowds. I never really have liked crowds, but I didn't want to be left behind, so I went anyway. I watched a little girl pull her pants and panties down in the dressing room at Value City on Black Friday and pee the floor and walk away. And I immediately went and found my grandma and my aunt, and I was like, we've got to get out of here. We must leave right now. And they were like, what happened? I was like, listen, it's so much shenanigans happening in this place. We can't be in here anymore.
And honestly, it was such a rush.
Remember Kmart? Did you ever go Black Friday shopping at Kmart?
Yes. So what we would do, we would drive to Sawgrass. So Sawgrass is the mall that, oh yeah, you don't like Sawgrass because that overstimulated you. So I
thought I was gonna die in that mall.
I took Talley to Sawgrass because Sugarloaf Mills is out here. There's a Mills Mall out here, but it don't have shit on Sawgrass. Sawgrass Mills is like a complete beast. So we went to Miami for Talley's birthday last year, and I was like, and she was flying out of Fort Lauderdale. I said, I have an idea. Since we're going to be over there.
And that was your last idea. Because I'm not taking no more fucking ideas.
Let's go to Sawgrass. Talley walked in. She said,
I was
what
lured there with the promise
fuck?
of Cheesecake Factory.
No, Grand Lux.
Grand Lux.
So I was like, there's a Grand Lux. So she's like, fine, I'm in. We get to this fucking mall. If you've never been to Sawgrass Mills Mall in Miami, well, in South Florida, Sunrise, Florida, it's called Sunrise. It is the most overstimulating mall. It's a regular mall. It's an outlet. It's a designer mall.
They were selling guns in the middle of it. Guns. And there was a Target.
It was a Target. There's a Primark, which is my personal favorite.
Didn't like that.
There's a movie theater. There used to be. Then we walked past a certain point. I'm like, oh, yeah, this used to be Wanadu City. And she's like, what in the fuck is a Wanadu City? So I had to explain what a Wanadu City was to her. And she's like, this is a fever dream. So if you don't know what a Wanadu City is, they built a fake city in the mall for kids. And you can go, you pay your money, you get fake Wanadu City money, you get to pick a job, you can do fake little different jobs. You can be a fireman or a doctor or work at a bank or whatever the fuck. And it was so fun.
Mind you, the place we went for brunch, I have a allergy to lobster. So I often have to ask, like, hey, if I'm getting something seafood, I need y'all to cook my shit in a clean pan because I'm going to get sick. So I order my food, I'm fine. By the time we get to the mall, I'm not feeling good. I don't feel good. So I'm in there having an allergy attack. Rita has to shuffle me to the mall.
And she's
Target.
like hiding the fact that she's having, like, because my friend had just passed from an allergic reaction. But also, if you're actually having an allergic reaction,
I didn't want to freak you out.
Let me be present in the moment.
I didn't want to freak you out. And also, I have a really hard time ruining people's good time. I don't like to be, especially if it's a physical illness, I don't like to take attention from, like, if I'm the only one having a problem and it's 5 or 6 other people, if 5 or 6 other people are fine and having a good time, I'm not going to be like, wow, I'm having an allergic reaction.
But it's different if, like, oh, well, my butt itches, I don't have a good time anymore. I don't want to have a good time anymore. Or my body is literally rejecting the food that's inside of it. Help. That's different.
I got to the airport and they, first of all, airport paramedics, they should do a study on airport paramedics and apply that to land regular society paramedics. Because I was in that airport about to fall out. I felt so sick that I went and ordered a $27 hot toddy from the bar because I thought I was like having a cold or something. I didn't know what was going on. I ordered a hot toddy. I stood up from that bar. Remember Kevin Hart used to have that joke about the ankle going fop fop? I stood up from that bar. My ankle said, fop, fop. I said, I'm dying. I said, I'm dying.
Oh, this is death.
I'm dying. So I said out loud, and the bartender heard me. I said, I'm dying. She said, dying.
What the fuck are you
And
playing?
she was like, do you want me to call the paramedics? I said, it's going to take too long for them to get to the airport. She was like, there's paramedics in the airport. I was
Did
like,
not know that.
I didn't know that. I was like, oh. I was like, I'm sure I'm fine. I'm just being dramatic. Them paramedics came out. They said, you might need to go to the hospital. No, they said, you don't miss your flight.
Just letting you know.
Just letting you know, but you might need to go to the hospital. I said, man, I can't be in a Florida hospital. I got to go home. I'm going to go home to go to the
Georgia
hospital.
ain't much better, but
It ain't much better, but at least it's home.
fair.
I said, I can't. I said, they were like, where are your friends? I was like, Sawgrass. I was fucking delirious. They were like, who are you traveling with? I was like, I'm alone.
That trip was so funny because that's why you go on trips with your friends, even if it's not like a whole thing. Because me and Rita had a blast at Sawgrass. You were going like, bye girl, you okay? Great. We went to the rest of the clusterfuck that is Sawgrass, which, I mean, I'm from Florida. This is my chaos.
I hated that
and again,
shit so bad.
It's home. And we ate, we got, her auntie picked us up, and our flight was at like 6 a.m. Her auntie had us up at 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. Our flight might have been at 8. She had us up so early for that fucking flight, and it was so funny because we were so grateful for the ride, and she fed us and all the things, so we wouldn't dare say anything. But it was so early. She had us up at 2. The airport wasn't even open.
You thought a Jamaican auntie wasn't going to have your ass up for that goddamn flight?
And she was such a baddie that she had like a full face on, and she was like, so what time are y'all getting up to do y'all makeup? We were like, this is the face. This is what's going to the airport. She was like, oh.
As my
was
mom
disgusted.
gets so fly in the airport. My mom, she's always been a person, she gets full glam for the doctor. She gets full glam for the airport because she's like, and that's a holdover from Gen X pick me culture that I take with me. You never know who you're gonna fucking meet in the airport or at the doctor. You got to have that shit together.
Which is fair because you be like, yeah, I'm gonna do a contour, then I'm gonna do my nose down. I'm just like, girl, my eyebrows aren't done.
I be putting it together for the airport. I do.
Now, the airport, I have had to learn to be a little more presentable. And I realize when I look cuter, people help me with my stuff better.
I also feel like in situations where you need to fuss, or it could be presented that you need to raise a little hill.
The better you look.
The better you look, the more people take the hill you're raising seriously.
Like, you hot bitch or being rude, but I'm going to get you that goddamn window seat.
When I check into hotels, I get as close to people wanting to second guess whether I'm famous or not. The way that I carry myself in hotels, I want the staff being like, who is that lady? What do y'all know her from somewhere? That's what I want, because I want top tier fucking service.
When I'm getting I think something's going on with me. I be forgetting words. Like, I'm like, when I'm like, inconvenience. That's the word. I'm finding it. When I'm being inconvenienced, I love using the word unacceptable. Yes. That's my favorite word. This is unacceptable. When Budget had me waiting 45 minutes inside and 45 minutes out, I sent them the nastiest DM. And like, yeah, we'll give you 20% off your next purchase. There won't be a next purchase.
There won't be one.
I'm never coming back.
My favorite thing to do, and I've been doing this since my very early 20s, I have the most scary fake husband. I summon my fake husband so good that people are like, please do not call your husband. Please. When I get, especially if a man is being mean to me in a service capacity or like checking in a hotel, something at the airport, I'm going to call, I'm like, Robin, I am so glad that Juan Dixon, I'm calling my fucking husband. I'll be like, let me call my goddamn husband. Sometimes it's just my dad.
They'll respect a fake man than they respect the woman standing in front of him.
Respect an imaginary scary man more than he will respect you standing right there in front of his fucking face.
Literally.
Yeah, straight up. And then if I'm in a situation where it's a ghetto situation, I'm going to call my baby daddy. I'll switch it from husband. Let me get my baby daddy.
Because when in Rome, bitch.
When in Rome, let me call, and let it be super ghetto. Let me call my BD. Hold on, you wait right there.
I'm going to call my BD. No, don't worry about it. I'm going to call my BD. No, I'm going to call my BD. No, I'm going to call my BD. No,
I love playing pretend. I should
start doing that more often.
Listen. When I was living with that man, especially because that one thing about that nigga, he gonna pull up. I'm gonna call my man, and shit's gonna get real uncomfortable in here.
And
Don't fucking worry about it.
Back to the men being embarrassing, or just like me, like people are so weird about that. I won't even talk about a nigga. I won't even bring him up. But I forget about the social capital that comes with having a man.
Yeah,
I don't take advantage of that enough. Because I try not to make it weird, but honestly,
no nigga right now, I'd be like,
I should start making it weird because it's like I have a man in my house. Like even yesterday when he was doing stuff and all the bitches was like, "Wow," I'm like, he cleaned the kitchen while we were sitting there talking, and the hoes was like, "This nigga just cleaned the kitchen." I was like, "He do, don't it?" He clean kitchens. So it's like not in an I want to fuck your nigga kind of way, but it's like, wow, you've trained it so well. Not even I've trained it. Like he's just a person that will clean the kitchen because it needs to be clean. Mm-hmm. Man, that was like I need to be taking this shit on the road.
Like that sometimes you don't realize. Like, I don't think I've dated the best men in the world, but I do date men who are very they want to do things for me. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure I'm comfortable. To the point where, like, I've had, like, some of my niggas around family, and they're like, where'd you get this specific one? What did you do to get this specific one?
And you know the thing is, too, because, like, the bitches I hang around mostly is you. So, normal bitches is not super hairy armpit feminists like us, too. So, like, they're impressed with anything a man do. Like, you know how a 1-year-old, like, says apple, and it's like, whoa, he's apple. So, like, when I'm around non-crazy bitches like us, it's like, oh, yeah, this is cool. And it's so
funny because I realize now, zooming out of my relationships, like, bitches would say shit about that, about, like, past boyfriends, about how, like, great they are. And I'm like, this nigga's a fucking moron.
No, literally, I'm like, this nigga
is an idiot. This nigga fucking sucks. And they be like, he take the trash out?
Yeah.
Let me see a piece of trash in this motherfucking house.
Who else gonna do it? Me?
Pardon?
Moi? Me touch trash? Me? He be like, why you take the bathroom trash out? Sure fucking job.
No, when my last breakup, I was trying to date, and I was talking to this guy, and I don't know how we got brought up like taking trash out, he said something, and I was like, I don't take out the trash. He was like, I thought you said you were single. You broke up.
Oh shit!
It's like that nigga.
He still comes home to take the trash out.
I was like, oh, you think I'm touching trash? You're not gonna make it here. You're not gonna make it.
The 2 months I lived by myself, I had to take the trash out myself. I was like,
I was taking the trash out so poorly, which you would think that that's impossible. It's not. I was doing such a bad job of taking the trash out that the crazy old white lady from upstairs had to put a note on the dumpster and was like, hey, please deposit the trash directly into the trash receptacle.
where else were you doing
I
it?
was throwing it as best I could, and if it didn't land in there, I don't know.
See, we're so male centered. How do we get on niggas again? So back to Thanksgiving. So yeah, we was going to Sawgrass, and it was like everything was over there, and it was just like a fun clusterfuck because we didn't have to go nowhere else. So once we did, because the Best Buy over there was Circuit City. Remember Circuit City, bitch?
Yeah.
Circuit City over there, and they just had everything we needed. But speaking of Thanksgiving, my current hyperfixation is premiering on Thanksgiving, and I have purchased an outfit for it because they have a collab with Walmart going on right now. Fucking Stranger Things comes back on Thanksgiving. I'm so deep into all the rabbit holes. I cannot wait. They released the first 5 minutes last week.
I know when you watch your things because we share a YouTube. So I know when you're excited about something because you do go watch like the extraneous stuff on YouTube, and I'll be like, "Oh, she's nerding the fuck out." I can see it. I see our watch history. Yeah, I
That's
do.
humiliating.
It's not humiliating. It's what you like.
Yeah, I
Dude, I know you see that I just be watching the same 3 Tony Braxton videos over
Yeah,
and over
you be
again.
watching like them R&B compilations, some yoga sometimes. I'll just be like, oh, this bitch. Oh, here
Far
you
be
go
it from
doing your
me.
fucking yoga and
Trying to
shit.
get my happy.
And then mine is, well, what? Here are 117 things you missed in the new Spider-Man movie. And it's like,
Sometimes I be looking, I be like,
and I'd be sitting there for hours just watching new shit. And I need to stop because it spoils the stuff for me. Like, had I not watched all these videos and YouTube shits about Stranger Things, I could have been so shook by this fucking first 5 minutes. But I knew it because the Indian girl on TikTok already said this was going to happen. And I already knew because the girl done said it. They pick apart every frame of the goddamn trailer.
now what is the strange thing? What is? No. This don't mistake this for interest. I'm trying to. Never mind. No.
I get to explain it to you.
No. Boundaries. No, you don't get to explain the whole thing. Just the premise.
It's not necessarily one strange thing. So
I've never experienced such instant regret as I have right now.
I was going to be normal
Okay,
about it.
go ahead.
So basically, the show is set in the small town of Hawkins, Indiana.
Okay.
And in Hawkins, there is a lab. It's the Hawkins lab.
Okay.
And this nigga named Papa, Dr. Brenner, is experimenting on children.
Of course.
And
he is.
with giving them like psionic powers, psychic powers, telekinesis kind of powers type shit.
So he's like Professor. What's
But
his name?
Professor X, but like
Professor X.
evil.
Okay.
And he's making the kids.
From scratch, making the children.
So we're going to dive into that in this new season of how he's getting these children and like giving them these powers. So basically,
so the children are the strange things.
excuse me, no. So it's not like Stranger Things is just the title. It's not like here's the Stranger Thing. Like it's never gives that. But like this is, you know what I'm saying? Like no one's trying to figure out what the strange thing is. That's not what. No, that's just kind of just like a colloquial.
Okay.
Like Stranger Things are happening. You know, type thing.
Okay.
So basically, 11 escapes from this lab. The night she escapes from the lab, it's 4 little dweebs. The black boy is Lucas. The boy Dustin, he has one of them little conditions. Well, I forgot the name of his condition, but like he don't have no collarbone and he don't have some of his teeth. But he's so adorable. I forgot the name of what he has.
He doesn't have a collar.
That's not a part of his character, but that's what the actor has.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of read it.
this is some real shit. This is not made up.
No, this is not made
I
up. Like
didn't
the
know.
actor
Okay.
has this.
Okay.
I gotta look up what the name is. And then Will has a little stupid bowl cut. He looks like Stuart from Mad TV. And then Mike is the leader. And they're playing Dungeons and Dragons. So the whole show is like an allegory for Dungeons and Dragons. So like all the crazy shit that happens in the show, they tie it back to Dungeons and Dragons with like the words they use. So anyway, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons. They go home. It's a couple nights after Halloween, and on the way home, Will gets kidnapped by something. And they don't know where the fuck Will is. The next morning, they're like, "Where's Will?" So the whole first season, Will's missing. 11 escapes. The boys find 11. So Will is in the Upside Down. He gets kidnapped by a Demogorgon, which is like a monster from this place called the Upside Down, which is a parallel universe. What? What, man? What?
Go ahead.
And
This is just so nerdy.
11, it's so nerdy. 11 has powers, and they meet 11.
She need to with a name like 11.
Well, 11 is her slave name.
Is slaves in this?
No, I'm just saying, like, with her, they don't give them names in the lab. Her name is 11. They give the kids tattoos that say 11. It's like a whole fucking thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, 11 has powers. They get to know her. She can't really talk for real. And they're like, what the fuck? Where you come from, girl? We looking for our friend Will. And they show a picture of Will. She like, I know that face. Because he from
where
Upside Down. He in Upside Down. And I kind of am familiar with the Upside Down. So it's like a whole thing. And then the government gets involved. They're trying to find the kids. So like that's just season 1 is probably one of the most perfect seasons of television.
Okay.
It is genuinely like, it does get scary and there are monsters, but like this is some of the best TV I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'd never seen it. And I was just like, oh, I just wrote it off as like white mess, right? And when Netflix reached out in 2022, when the new season was coming out, they reached out for me to do a video, like when I was first starting to blow up. And I was like, well, girl, I ain't never seen no Stranger Things. But I was like, I'm not leaving that fucking money on the table. I said, give me a week and I can get you your fucking video. And I said, why did you niggers tell me that this show was this goddamn good? I love nerd shit. And like each season explores a different level of horror and like sci-fi. So like the next season, they find Will. I'm gonna spoil it because I know you're not gonna go watch it.
I'm not gonna.
This is a spoiler alert. It's all spoilers. They find Will from the Upside Down, and he was an Upside Down. It's like a bunch of like vines and like slime and shit. And they had him, the monster, like the Upside Down is like a living thing. It's like a hive mind. So the
It's
monster,
like the plants from Jumanji.
yes. So the vines had him like up against the wall. And he had a vine in his mouth, right? So season 5 is gonna go back to season 1 and tell us what the fuck happened to Will in them 12 days they couldn't find his ass. It's gonna be so good. But anyway, he gets
Happy
home.
for you that this is happening to you.
So good. Oh my God, thank you so much. So he gets home. This nigga's low key a little bit possessed. It's almost like a Voldemort Harry situation. So they got inspiration from Harry Potter. So again, we don't know throughout these seasons that there's a one big bad who's behind this whole shit. So season 2,
Which is the doctor.
no, so it's a whole nother nigga. So season 2, Will is possessed by the shadow monster that he keeps seeing. He's like keeps on having like flashbacks and like PTSD of being in the Upside Down. And everybody's like, Will, are you okay? He's like, yes. He's not okay. Then he eventually,
these kids like 30 now.
they were like 12 when it first started in 2016, and now they're like all 24. Yes.
Okay.
So now Will's possessed. They're trying to figure. He's like spying on the rest of the group. They're trying to figure out what the fuck Will got going on, trying to get the monster out of him. Boom, they get the monster out. Season 3. It's based in the 80s. So like the whole season is surrounded around a mall. So there's a gate to this underworld that 11 opened with her powers.
I'm gonna stop you right here. This is the most confused I've been about anything.
I'm trying to,
and I'm listening.
Okay.
I am so
Let me go back.
fucking
So but there be so much going on. I can't even fully explain it.
I'm trying so hard.
You genuinely just have to watch it. But so 11 has powers, and 11 is the one who opened the door to the Upside Down because she has all these powers. So let's go back to season 1.
No. Just
You want me to stop?
no. Just it feels like, you know how somebody's trying to teach you how to play a board game and your brain you're trying so hard, your brain turns off. I'm trying, and I think I disconnected when you said it was like another nigga that wasn't the doctor. That's like the main nigga in the background, because I'm like, I thought we had our villain.
No.
I'm
So
Okay.
if it wasn't for that villain, we wouldn't have the main villain. So basically, season 3 is like, okay, the shadow monster, we get the shadow monster demon out of Will. Season 3, the shadow monster demon finds a little slit because 11 keeps on closing the gates that she's opening back to the upside down. The upside down, the monster is coming from the upside down because
So
it's like
hell, upside down.
no, but it's like similar. So it's another dimension, and these are all things explained in Dungeons and Dragons. But it's not Dungeons and Dragons related, but because the boys play Dungeons and Dragons, they're relating everything to something in Dungeons and Dragons. You get what I'm saying? So season 3, the monster comes back and he recruits one of the teenagers to build his army. So the teenager is not possessed by the monster and is recruiting people from the town, killing them, possessing them with their bodies.
So
and
zombies.
They're basically zombies. So it's like, so that one is like zombies, right?
Okay.
So again, different genres.
I'm listening. I'm here.
The second season was kind of like Exorcist. This one's kind of more so zombies. So the zombies are building and they're melting and forming a bigger monster like Voltron. It's insane. I can't even explain it as good as it is. So the monster tries to go kill him, and then they try to get 11 because 11 has the power to connect dots between the dimensions. Yes. No. But I'm almost done. I'm gonna bring it home before you grab my hand. So they try to take some of 11's powers because she can hop through dimensions easily.
Then why, if she can hop through dimensions so bad, then why couldn't she save Will out the upside down?
She didn't know Will at the time, and she was.
You got to know me to get
11.
me out the upside down.
She didn't know what she was. She didn't know how to hone her powers. So that's one of the subplots is her learning how to use her powers better.
Okay.
Right. So by season 3, she's like better with her powers, but she don't even know her full potential. And a lot of her power is driven by trauma because she got trauma from like her mama getting stolen from her mama. Her mama, they took her mama and lobotomized her. She catatonic and shit in the room. And she's like, I'm telling y'all that nigga Dr. Brennan done took my goddamn baby. Her name was Jane. Blah, blah. They're like, bitch, ain't gonna take your goddamn baby. The baby died. She's like, no, that nigga got my baby.
A lobotomy in the 80s is nuts.
So they was like, we got something for you. She go to Leo, say, I told y'all this nigga had my baby. They go, Jane right there. They like, come with us. Now she crazy in the room. Everybody like, she said she got a baby named Jane, and 11 went and found her mom. She's like, I'm Jane. She wasn't lying. What the fuck's wrong with my goddamn mammy? Anyway, so season 3, the monster gets formed, try to come kill everybody in the goddamn city. And tries to open the gate. And then the Russians are trying to open the gate to the upside down because they want the power and the monsters to be used as a war weapon. So then all this happened just to find out in season 4, we found the nigga who's been behind the monster, the upside down, the goddamn Demogorgons, all of it is this nigga named Vecna.
Enough.
Vecna been behind the whole thing, and he went, and now we finding out in season 5, the first 5 minutes, we showing Vecna is the one who had the Demogorgon come take Will, and he said, I'm going to use you as my spy, and then pumped him with monsters in the mouth. So now they're saying it's an allegory for sexual assault, because Will gay. It's just so fucking much. It's
Yeah, no, I'm
and they said,
overwhelmed.
so Will gay, and he like the main boy, but the main boy's in love with 11, but he don't know he gay yet. And Will is like, I'm gay, I ain't gonna say nothing, and I love you, and you love me, but you don't know it because you still up 11 ass. And 11 still ain't going to school good.
You know what? Thank you, friend. I've learned. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm somehow more confused, but I'm glad to know what I know now.
It's so good.
Because this ensures that I'm not going to watch it because it's nothing like what I thought it was.
What did you think it was?
I thought Stranger Things was like a mystery, but like not
it
in
is
the
a
way,
mystery,
but not in the way you're saying it. I thought Stranger Things was like one single phenomenon happening in a town and people trying to figure out what the strange thing is and uncovering that very specific strange phenomenon. That I can deal with. One mystery phenomenon in a small town. Demogorgons? No thanks. No thanks.
It's very fun. And season 4 is like very horror. Like they really leaned into like body horror.
No, I'm
terrifying.
No.
I saw that first episode. I said, I do not play with demons.
No, I'm
it's, that 4th season is demonic.
I don't like body horror. I don't like that at all.
I wish you could watch it. Yes, your turn.
Okay, so I love dramas. I love dramas so bad. I love white people drama because it's less real to me because this is white folks' problems.
No, that's how I feel about the morning show. Go
exactly. Love the morning show. I'm watching 2 things right now simultaneously. I'm about to spoil both of them. One of which, so the Murdaugh murders was a real murder situation, and I very much enjoyed, which is an awful thing to say, but I very much enjoyed the coverage of the Murdaugh murders and the thousands of documentaries that they've done on it because it was almost like a southern white mafia family, low-key, and like a series of murders over a series of years all culminated to Alec Murdaugh murdering his wife and youngest child. So it was just a whole thing. Yeah. So if you come to get your hair done by me, you've probably been forced to watch the Murdaugh Murders documentary that is on Netflix. So because this is recent, you know, a lot of true crime documentaries, the shit happened in like the 90s or the early 2000s. So like you don't have like clear footage or like a lot of like details about what's going on. This whole saga started happening as early as 2015, but the big inciting incident happened in 2019.
Damn.
So that is how close yesterday, basically, that's how close we are to all of this. So the Murdaugh murders basically started, the real Murdaugh murders, I'll get to the dramatization in a second. The Murdaugh murders, as we currently know it, the big thing that happened was the youngest Murdaugh boy, Paul, is was a raging alcoholic, basically. All these teenagers were very young. They were allowed to drink by the adults in their life. Very laissez-faire, hands-off parents. So these southern children in South Carolina are really just doing whatever the fuck they want at any given point. Small town, their biggest festival is like a watermelon festival. Very small town. Paul's family, they what they call their like district attorney is basically like the solicitor. Generations and generations, going back over 100 years, his granddaddy, great-granddaddy, uncle, everybody in the family, they are the town's lawyers. They're the biggest law firm in the city. So this boy is like, I can basically do whatever the fuck I want because my last name is Murdaugh, and who gonna fucking check me about it? And all the men in this family have been moving that way for the last 100, 200 years, probably as far as we know, going all the way back to like slavery times. So one of the inciting incident that happened is that Paul, his girlfriend, Paul's friends and their girlfriends all went to what they call an oyster roast at like their friends, I guess, like house on the water or whatever. So instead of like driving, they took Paul's boat there. They were drinking all the way to the party. So they go to the oyster roast. There's Snapchat videos of Paul like funneling beer and shit. Everybody's getting fucked up. Everybody's getting drunk. When it's time to go, I don't know why nobody had good enough sense to be like, we're not getting back on the boat with this nigga. But apparently, like, Paul had this, like, Manson-like charisma and also was kind of mean to the point where people just kind of, like, did what the fuck he said. So they're like, okay, we taking the boat back. So when it's time to go, Paul is like, you know, I'm still drinking. Like, I'm still partying. Like, I want to hang out. So he had his older brother, Buster's ID. They go to the liquor store. They don't really check the ID. They scan the ID, and they get more beers. They get on the boat. They drinking or whatever. Cool. So they get back on the river, headed home, and Paul is driving the boat, but he's not really driving it because he's so drunk. And he's like, really, like, he's in the middle of a brownout. I wouldn't call it a blackout, obviously, because he's still awake. But he's brown the fuck out.
Wait, what?
So a brownout is when, like, you're still awake and talking and moving, but you're essentially mentally blacked out. Like, you're not going to remember what you're doing or talking about tomorrow. So he's browned out. They saying he...
You said I'm not saying that because it's Deloitte?
What?
You said he's essentially browned out, but I'm not going to say blacked out because of Deloitte.
I don't know what I said, but it wasn't Deloitte.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know what you said.
No, he's still awake. He's still like doing stuff. So they're on the boat trying to get back home, and he's got his hands off the wheel. He's like, you know, doing shit he's not supposed to. He getting into it with his girlfriend. He done slapped his girlfriend and spit on her and all kinds of shit. The boys are like, man.
He dies, right?
Hold.
Okay.
So, so they're like, drive the boat. The boys are like trying to grab the wheel to drive the boat, whatever. And they end up hitting, you know, the pilings that hold a bridge up, like the things that hold the bridge up. The boat ends up smacking into the piling, and they fly off the boat. So everybody gets injured. Only 5 of the people on the boat survive. The girl, Mallory Beach, she dies. She's lost in the water for quite some time. They have multiple days search party looking for her, but they don't find her. And then when they do find her, she has passed away in the water. Now, Paul's people, when the shit happens, the police and shit are in their people pockets because they the big dicks in the town, right? So they show up. He's throwing his name around. He's like, ain't nobody got your phone on you, because he want to call his granddaddy, because his granddaddy usually comes to, like, clean up the scene when he, like, does some dumb shit. But the girl who ended up falling off the boat, her boyfriend never played about her. So even though that's his best friend that was driving the boat, he's like, my bitch flew off the boat, and you did it, and you was driving, da-da-da-da-da. His people, the boy, Paul, come and try to say that the other boy, the third boy, Cotton Top, they called him Cotton Top, Connor, was driving the boat when he wasn't. So they had to forensically come in and prove that Paul was actually driving this boat. He didn't go to jail. He didn't really take no mugshot. He didn't get booked, none of that shit, basically. So this is the inciting incident because Mallory's family ends up suing for wrongful death and ends up suing the liquor store that sold them the liquor and just everything. So this starts a series of, like, problems for the daddy, Paul's daddy, Alec. So there's a situation with the older brother who's in law school. He ends up getting kicked out of law school because he did a plagiarism, even though this is the school where his family has gone for generations. There's like buildings named after
course
them, and you know, they have a scholarship in their name and all of that shit, but he gets kicked out of school for plagiarism. Apparently he was in some relationship with some boy in 2015, but he was in the closet, but the boy ended up dying. This is what I think happened with the gay boy. So this happened in 2015. They claimed that the boy got hit by a car, but when the police found the boy's body, they were like, this ain't how no body look when it get hit by a car. But when they went to go talk to people about it, they so scared to say the murder name, they're like, but we think Buster got something to do with it. So what I think happened is that the gay boy, I think his car broke down in the middle of the night, and he's like, I'm gonna call my man. You know what I'm saying? Because this my man. But he was in the car, Buster was in the car with his brother and their friends. So they probably saw that phone ring and that it was that gay boy and started throwing the F-slow around. It was like, why does he think he can call you? Because he started as his tutor. So they probably like, why does gay boy think he can call you? And they went and beat that boy up or ran him over. That's what I personally think happened. But anyway, fast forward. All these financial problems, Alec, the daddy, is on drugs and all kinds of shit and cheating and soliciting prostitutes and all kinds of shit. Yes. So too long didn't read of it all is that he ended up shooting Maggie, the mom, and Paul. They ended up dying. So they ended up proving in court that he did this because he claimed that it was a retribution shooting. Somebody came back and killed his wife and his eldest because of what happened with Mallory dying on the boat. Everybody was trying to suspect that it was her dad because he's very much like, I believe in eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna spin about my fucking baby. So he tried to make it seem like it was him. His housekeeper had died. He stole money from the suit with that because he was taking care of the settlements. So like when their housekeeper died on their grounds, he told the housekeeper's sons, like, I'm gonna sue myself for wrongful death and give y'all the settlement. He never did that. He sued himself and kept the settlement. He was going on vacation with client settlement money from his own firm.
Who paid the settlement if he sued himself?
The insurance company paid the settlement out, and he said he was going to give it to her
Got it.
But he didn't. He ended up keeping it and like taking himself on vacation. I say all that to say he ends up killing his wife and child. Now we're at the drama.
He killed Paul or Buster?
He killed Paul. I think he just didn't kill Buster because Buster wasn't there.
Okay.
But he killed Paul and he killed Maggie because Maggie was also trying to leave him. Maggie went to see divorce lawyer. Mind you, they don't do divorce in this family. The grandma tried to divorce the granddaddy one day, and he had her obituary printed in the local paper while she was still alive. She told that man that she was going to leave him, and the next day people were showing up to her house with flowers and funeral food, like, oh, so sorry for your loss. She was receiving her own funeral flowers and food because he had her obituary printed in the paper. To basically let
That's damn near worse than killing me.
Bitch, just kill me.
Just kill me.
Don't print my
literally,
obituary.
like,
just do it. But anyway, so now we're at the dramatization. So Kissing Kate Barlow is in it from
Love her
Pose.
Susan Sarandon, right? No, Sojourner Weaver.
No, Patricia Arch.
I'm tripping. That's the warden.
Patricia Arquette.
Patricia Arquette. Yep.
And then the lady who played. She's in Succession. She's the sister. That Australian man is playing Alec. And when I say this dramatization, because we have clear 2019, 2020, well, not 2020, but 2019, 2018 footage of these people studied these roles and got these accents down so good that it seems like the actual people. It seems like the actual real people from the documentary are in this dramatization.
See, I'm terrible at describing things, so you're never going to watch Stranger Things. I would not hate watching this.
No, this is so, but you have to, okay, if you're going to do this, watch the Netflix documentary first to get the story of
and Brittany, I was saying this sounds like Hunting Wives, and Brittany Snow is in there.
Brittany Snow is in it as well. I should have led with that. But watch the Netflix documentary of the Murdaugh murders first, and then watch the dramatization. So the dramatization is so good that, like, Patricia Arquette said when she's acting with the guy that's playing Alec, sometimes she felt like she was actually looking at Alec Murdaugh, because Alec Murdaugh's still alive. He's in jail right now.
Yeah, this side by side, that's the same nigga.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the same nigga. Now, moving on to the next thing I'm watching, and I'm going to be really quick. So if you watch Succession, the lady who plays Shiv, Sarah Snook, is in a drama on Peacock called All Her Fault. And this is about a kidnapping. So her son basically like gets kidnapped from school by, this is going to be spoiling, but by another mom's nanny. Her son gets kidnapped from school. They can't find the boy, all of this shit. And basically, like, without spoiling it too much, it's just like really a study into like one, how you never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. You never know how somebody has decided to infiltrate themselves into your life and covet your things. And also going back to how embarrassing it is to be with a man. The men in this show are so fucking embarrassing. And I think that it's so interesting that they named it All Her Fault. And I wonder if they did that on purpose, because a lot of the bad things that's happening in the show is because of the carelessness of men, or because of like the dishonesty of men. So it's just a very interesting show to watch. All the white people in the show are acting their fucking ass off. Lawrence from Insecure is in it. He's really good in it. He's
he low-key, and I will never give him his 10s, but he low-key has a great resume as far as acting. This nigga was in Top Gun Maverick from Like, I love when niggas take a wave and they ride the fuck out that bitch. He did The Game. Okay, Insecure, Top Gun, bitch. Then he got whatever the fuck this shit is. Like, he's acting.
He's in a, I wouldn't call it a support role. He is main cast, but like, you know how like a black person will be in a cast with mostly white people, and you can tell that they are trying not to be tokeny in it. He's doing a good job of making us believe that he is seamlessly fitting into the fabric of these white people's lives and is a main part of it without seeming like a token or like he's purposely trying to not come off as a token. He does a really good job. But because
that's real life.
I will say the first and second episode of that show, I'm kind of like, all right, now get to the fucking point. Like the first episode, I'm like, cool. The second episode, I'm like, hey.
But that's when the hook comes.
But then I would say like the third, fourth episode, I was like, all right, we in here.
I love when the show is like, God damn it, I'm in.
Yeah.
No, speaking of riding away, back to Stranger Things, because I was saying the boy Joseph Quinn had like a supporting role in season 4, and everyone ended up loving him, and they kind of like prematurely killed him off. I don't think they realized how much people were going to love him. But I tell you, that nigga rode that fucking wave from that popularity in 2022. That nigga's been in, what's it called? A Quiet Place. He was in Fantastic Four. He about to be in some more shit. Like, that nigga's agent has been working.
Period.
And I've also been watching Morning Show, which is some really, really good white mess. And I was like, you know what, fine. Cause once I finish Stranger Things, you know how you in a good groove of watching something every day when you're binging?
And you're like, I need something to follow.
I need something to watch. So now I've been watching Morning Show, and that's really good white mess. And I love. You
started from season 1. You started from the beginning.
From scratch. So I'm on season 2, episode like 5 or 6 now.
I only got to season 2 of Morning Show.
It's actually not actually very good, but it's like so good. I love Reese Witherspoon already for like white mess, and then Jennifer Aniston. Like, my feelings towards her is helping my dislike towards her character, because I feel like they want you to dislike her. And Steve Carell is great in this. He's just such an asshole, and I feel like they really communicated that well.
I think comedians do a really good job of playing assholes in dramas, and I don't know what that is, but I very much enjoy when a person you know to be funny, because I'm not an actress by any means, but when I was doing drama, my personal acting philosophy is that like the best way to come across authentically is to like do the opposite of whatever your natural impulse is when presented with like a situation. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when funny niggas do drama, because their impulse is to be funny, they play mean very well.
Yeah. And I mean, that's even as being a regular funny person, I'm really good at being mean.
Yeah.
So like,
being funny is being mean. A lot of times.
Being funny is being mean, and being mean is being funny.
Yeah.
And I think it's the way you play the meanness, because like sometimes I'm just being funny, but I don't laugh. So it's like really fucking mean. But like the way Steve Carell character, so like premise of spoiler alert for the Morning Show that's been out for fucking 6 years, but it's like Morning Show host Steve Carell, and his co-host is Jennifer Aniston, and he gets caught up with some Me Too shit. And the way he victimizes himself the entire season is so like, they played it so well, because it's like, this is exactly how these assholes act. Like, what about me? You've raped these women.
You're a raper. Stop
and you think because you're not standing in a fucking alley in a trench coat that you're not raping these women, hey, so I'm going to touch your pussy, and we're going to have sex, and you're not going to make a sound.
You're going to have to not come back to work.
So what's up?
Yeah.
And in a way, like the
I don't remember what happened with that show that was too sad for me to carry on, but something happened with that show where I was like, I'm not in a good enough place to watch this.
Oh yeah, it's one of his victims.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it. And I was like, nope. Maybe I should come back to it. But Apple TV pisses me off because
they make the best show and tell no one.
And they don't say fuck all about it.
Like, I got some shit over here, but
I still want to start Severance. I haven't started Severance.
I started Severance. I'm trying to get into that. You know what was good, and I actually did finish The Studio.
Never heard
that shit cleaned up at the Emmys. Fine white Jewish nigga with the weed. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen is not fine.
As far as Jewish weed and that whole Judd Apatow vibe, he's the finest one over there.
Nobody from that camp does anything for me.
Sleep. That Jay Baruchel back in the day.
You just be saying names. You just be saying shit.
Jay Baruchel was so fine back in my white boy era when I still was like, I'm watching y'all.
You know what's good drama too? I think I tried to make you watch it and you didn't. Big Little Lies. That shit is so good. That cast is so sad.
I started that before I ever met you.
Big Little Lies. No, you're thinking of Little Fires Everywhere.
No, Big Little Lies with Reese Witherspoon and the white girls.
Did I not try to? Maybe that's Rita. One of y'all tried to convince.
I watched that before I even knew you. I think I watched it that summer, like 2019.
Get out. That's a good fucking.
I didn't finish, but I remember it was like the school. They was picking the kids up.
They were going to do a third season because I think the director or somebody important on the show passed away. But then they said they were going to do a third season. So holding out hope that
they had some white bitches on there acting.
That is some of the best acting by women's ensemble, by any ensemble cast that I've seen in quite some time.
Did somebody die or something? What happened?
I mean, the season 1, episode 1 is entitled "Somebody Died," or "Someone's Dead," or something like that.
That's funny as fuck. I don't remember it. I watched it so long ago. I don't remember it.
I often rewatch that show because the acting is so good. And then season 2 when Meryl Streep came,
yeah, I watched it. I think I watched it on the heels of Little Fights Everywhere because I was like, now Reese be acting her ass off. Let me go watch something else with her in it. And I think I never finished it.
Reese has such an energy, and I hate being right. I can always, and I think this because my client calls it raggedy Sag energy, but I can always tell when an actor is a Sagittarius, an actor or actress is a Sagittarius because
derogatory.
No, celebratory because the energy
derogatory.
I don't want to play anymore because you just called me derogatory.
Do you think Sagittarius are good people?
Sagittarius are phenomenal people. They're just chaotic.
Do you want me to name off horrible Sagittariuses or?
As long as I ain't on there.
You can be.
I'm so sweet, particularly to you.
I'm just saying.
I've only been mean to you like 5 times in the times that I've known you.
That's fucking kept count. I'm at a smooth 0 because I'm not mean to anyone.
Are you saying you've not been mean to me? Mm-hmm. Okay, girl. Well, we don't want the people talking, but.
That's just so weird. It's like I can't even be normally friendly with my friend because y'all are being weird about it. Like if I did,
hoes hate each other.
Like if I wanted to be mean to you because I just fucking felt like it. Because I feel like sometimes that's your right.
And sometimes you're just mean, man. Like sometimes
I just want to be mean.
Nobody's nice all the time. Nobody's nice all the time. Especially not to your friends. And sometimes you just say shit that you don't even realize is mean until, like, not you specifically, but people in general, me too. You say shit that is mean that you don't realize until, like, a week later that was like, damn.
That was mean.
That was kind of mean, huh?
And sometimes I be like, I'm going to be mean to this bitch today. I'm not going to be like, I want to be mean to this hoe right now.
To me?
And I just if you, Brandon, hell, anybody.
I don't know. I think I be mean when I'm overstimulated, or I'm mean when, like, I don't have time to think before I speak. That's mean. I'm the meanest when, like, there's not an opportunity for me to, like.
Yeah, you be mean because you be saying shit. I'm like, you don't fucking even mean that. You just saying something because you wanted to say something.
Well, yes. But a lot of times, I don't know. If it's so mean that it's almost unbelievable, then I probably didn't mean it.
Because then I'll be like, sure, pal.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's true.
So, okay, let's wrap up because it's 4 o'clock.
It's what o'clock? It's 4 o'clock? It is 4 o'clock. I'm sleepy. I'm finna go to sleep so good.
We be getting so sleepy, but we be sleeping when we get here.
That's mean I had a Celsius and my body was like
Mel should run out the steam more often. Shut up. I was fighting because my period was coming on last time. And my period was like no,
I'm about 4 or 5 days out for my period.
Yeah, we gotta go. Okay.
Yeah,
well, love you guys. Bye.
Man.